Yeah, welcome back to another episode of the Format Podcast Live, Saturday night edition. Yes, and we got a pretty good show for y'all here tonight. As you can tell from the thumbnail and you can see from the rundown, we got some good topics. We're going to talk to Devondre Campbell because that, to me, is just a really weird situation and a sad situation, but we'll get into it. We are going to talk the late, great Kobe Bryant, a guy that many have as a top 5 player all time, just an incredible player. We are going to talk some Bronny James, some good stuff there, give a little bit of flowers. And then, of course, we're going to talk the NFL MVP race. That's another pretty good story in sports right now. But before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit the spiel. Then I'm going to come back and Transformer has something that he would like to say to everybody. If you're here on YouTube and you haven't already, please make sure you go ahead, click that like, that subscribe, that notification bell. Make sure you're kept up to date whenever we drop new content on the channel. If you want the audio-only version of the podcast, open up your audio podcast platform, hit the search bar, type in The Format Podcast, and we should come right up. If you're enjoying the content, make sure you give us that like, that 5-star review, and drop a comment. All that stuff helps us rise in the algorithm, helps us find more sports fans, helps more sports fans find us. And finally, make sure you write it down, put it in your phone, set an alarm, do whatever you got to do to remember. Saturday nights at 7 p.m. we are live here on the Format Podcast, and we'll give you the opportunity to call in, talk to us, get at me. I love it. I can't wait. Always excited to do the show and you know, to bring our unique perspective to everybody and just you know, talk to y'all and just kick it on some sports tip, man. And just, you know, another reminder that of course we have the memberships open, so don't hesitate if you're interested to join the channel, and we'll go ahead and start getting some exclusive content out for channel members. Now we got that out of the way. I want to take a minute and I want to sit quietly and I want to stand back and I want to let my man Transformer have the mic and say what he has to say.
All right, guys. So very important. We want to get very serious right here. Something today occurred in the world, and we definitely want to bring light to the situation. Of course, you know, there was a game today, and it was two mighty forces in the armed forces, and they clashed. So I want to take a moment of silence before I commit an introduction to a certain moment. All right. Without further ado, Sid Bubba, I know you're watching. Cue in. Anchors away, my boys. Anchors away. Farewell to foreign shores. We sail at the break of day. Through our last night ashore. Drink to the full. Until we meet once more, we're wishing you a happy voyage home. Go Navy, beat Army, let's go. Hoorah, baby, let's go.
And I have to sit there quietly and I have to show respect to that because my brother and his boys, they showed up today. They showed out today. As Shannon Sharp like to say, they put foots in them.
Put foots
in my beloved Army. So shout out and congrats to the midshipmen today, man. Played a hell of a game and got so much respect for those guys, the way they came out. And I really thought, you know, after the season we had this year, 11-1 and winning the AAC American Athletic Conference the first year in it and just having a tremendous season, that it would just continue today. But that just goes to show you, man, these rivalry games, there's something different.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny, Transformer, real quick, and then we'll move on. Like, remember we were saying, like, if Ryan Day wins the national championship, it'd still be bittersweet for Ohio State because they lost to Michigan.
Yeah.
That's kind of the feeling I'm getting right now. Like, we had an incredible year, Army. We freaking, you know, we got a bowl game coming up to prepare for and hopefully win. Army won, like I said, they won the conference championship. But, you know, you go against your number one rival and you play those guys, and then not only do they beat you, you know, they put a stomping on you. And it's like
the brakes off of you. Yeah.
There's not really anything that can fix that. You know what I'm saying? It's because you have a whole 365 days to wait before you get a chance at redemption. So I kind of get that Ohio State, Michigan feeling here. So yeah, man, salute to y'all. Salute to the way y'all came out and y'all balled out and y'all handled business, man. I got nothing to say, brother.
Hey, no, man, it's always love. At the end of the day, it's a game that's on the field. Once that game is over, me and you are brothers in arms, man. We're brothers in the armed forces, and we ride or die together, man. Literally ride or die together. So, man, salute to the Army as well. They brought the love. They brought the fandom. They just didn't bring the play.
No, we did not.
Didn't bring the play.
Didn't bring that at all.
Man, so shout out to the Navy midshipman, man. Shout out Blake Horvath. You know, he showed out today, man. He ran all over the place.
Sure did.
Our quarterback for the Navy midshipmen, they did their thing. Bryson Daly,
204 on the ground today.
204 on the ground, 2 touchdowns in the air, 2 touchdowns on the ground. As you guys know, these are 2 running football teams. They're just going to run the ball at will, at random, at all day. And it was a great game, man. It felt good to like have that piece in the fourth quarter to where it's like,
There's
no
stress. Last year literally came down to inches last year. So yeah,
correct.
I can imagine how good you were feeling. That was, what can I say, man? Y'all did your thing, man. I got nothing to say. Salute, brother. Salute.
Absolutely, man. Salute to you too, brother. Salute to you too. Yeah. Absolutely. It's a last rewind singing may be your next forte. I'm hoarse right now, bro. I'm actually hoarse. People don't know. I'm an actual former choir singer, right?
Here you go.
Hey, man, singing choir. I made all Southwest Tennessee 2 years in a row. That was before I joined the military and became a coach, and all this yelling just took my voice away from me, man. So fun fact, I actually used to be able to sing. Used to.
That has been. I don't believe you. I think you got that made at like Kinko's or something.
Kinko's is crazy. That's crazy. Man. My voice is gone because of that. Oh man. How you doing though, brother? I didn't ask you before we
But no, how you doing, man? Not a bad day at all. Not a bad day at all. Can't complain. Yeah. You know, blessed as always. You know, thankful.
Always.
So yeah.
Highly favored, my boy.
That is it.
Yes,
Edward Jackson has a quick question for us. He says, I want to know something, especially you, Bruce, because I'm pretty sure you criticized the Lakers winning the NBA Cup, but will you criticize anyone who wins it this year? Edward, so let me say this, right? When I criticize the Lakers,
why you gotta start there?
No. I just do it to mess with them, especially Transformer, because being a Celtics fan, anytime the Lakers do anything is we always gotta shoot the crap at them, right? So
yeah,
I didn't really criticize them for it, other than the fact that it was kind of weird to me that they should have like hung that banner on the other side of the stadium and say, okay, well, we plan to get more. You don't put those up there next to 17 world titles. Like, to me, that's the only thing. But
I agree.
It's cool. They won, and especially you always got the history of winning the inaugural one. So I think that's something too. Especially if the NBA Cup eventually becomes a real thing,
a big thing,
right? Yeah. So and honestly, Edward, I really don't care, man. I think the NBA Cup is just. I think it's just more crap trying to get some interest in the game during a very long regular season where guys don't really care that much. So, no, I won't criticize anyone who wins it. Not at all.
No, absolutely. I mean, I don't hang much to it as well. I mean, the NBA Cup, I mean, that's for the players to have some type of motivation early in the season. Right. As we know, the season start off slow. It's 82 games. It's a long season. So a lot of players are just like kind of just going through the motion. So it kind of gives the NBA players something more to battle for. I mean, it feels good that the Lakers are the first, right? You know what I mean? Like I hype on Green Bay. We invented the Super Bowl, right?
That's right.
We invented the Super Bowl, and then we won the first 2 Super Bowls to ever be created.
That's correct.
So that's something you can hang your hat on. Like, 49ers or Dallas are like, oh, we got more Super Bowls. But I'm like, man, who invented the damn thing? We did.
That's right.
We kept winning so many world championships that we had to create something different, and we won the first 2 of those. So it's just under that same breath. I mean, we're the first to do it, but congrats to whoever's going to win it. I think it's the Bucks, and who else is going to be up?
Oh, I'm so embarrassed to say I don't know. I really don't.
I don't know.
Because I'll say it's hard for me to really. Number one, how I feel about the modern NBA. It's difficult for me, but even beyond that, we're still, we're now rolling into the college football playoff. We're
Yep.
in the home stretch of the NFL. So it's like,
Yep.
me, the NBA is still kind of taking a back seat until
Mhm.
like the NFL playoffs wrap up. Then it's like, okay, now we're going to really dig into the NBA. So for me personally, and this is something I actually have thought about. Like, I really should be paying more attention to the NBA Cup. Somebody's going to ask me about it. And lo and behold,
Yeah.
right?
Looking at it, well, I was looking at it. It's kind of like loading up right now. But single elimination championship in Vegas right now. The semifinals. I believe the Bucks and Hawks are playing right now. Correct me if I'm wrong. But the Bucks and the Bucks and the Hawks are in the semifinals.
So the Bucks just beat the Hawks.
Okay, so the Bucks are gonna go. All right, and then OKC is gonna play Houston. So the best out of OKC and Houston, then the winner of that is gonna play the Bucks for the championship to win year number 2 NBA Cup. So here we go.
There you go. By the way, did you? Nah, I ain't even gonna. I'll get you offline because that could go a bad place. Yeah, I'll get you offline, man. I don't know how long this is gonna run. I don't intend for this to run too long, but let's do this, right? The first thing I want to say is this. When Bronny was playing terrible, right? I was out there saying he's freaking terrible. I called him a bum because at the time he was playing like a bum, right? So I believe the last 2 games in the G League, he's had 16 and then 30, right?
Correct.
So two very well, one solid game and one very good game, right?
Correct.
The 30-point game, 13 of 23, I think 3 of 9 from 3. So you might need to tone that down a little bit, but just a solid game. Not a solid game. This last game. Oh, Travis Hunter just won the Heisman. There you go. Okay.
Did he get it?
Yeah, you got it.
Good job, Travis.
On ESPN.
Rightfully deserved.
Trophy. All right. Shout outs, Travis Hunter.
Let's call you.
2024 Heisman Trophy winner. My bad, bro. I pushed the slider up too high. but okay, back to the topic. So Bronny James right now is well, for the last 2 games, he's been playing some good ball, right? So I wanted to make sure that we did a topic, and I came on here and I gave the young man his flowers because when he was playing like crap, I ripped him for playing like crap. Now he's playing very well. I gotta come on here and say he's playing very well. So I mean, this is the first thing I want to show. I want to show this. Thank you, Transformer. And
I gave y'all a gem.
Right. I don't know if the dude in the red shirt is me, but check it out.
All right, Leroy. Who's the one and only master? Damn. Let me go, motherfucker. Let me go.
So for those of you old enough to remember The Last Dragon, which is a classic movie from the 80s.
Classic.
Definitely got to know, definitely got to, whoever put that together. And I just realized that was Ant Edwards as Shonuff. I just
didn't know that?
It was. No, I don't know why it didn't hit me earlier. Because I seen the face and I'm trying to place it. And I'm like, I don't know who that is. That's Ant Edwards. So I thought that was super cool. Whoever put that together did a great job. Now, is it a little early for Bronny to be proclaiming I'm the master?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but you know what, though? With all that he's been going through, and as terrible as he has played since he's been in the league, man, this has to feel so good to have back-to-back quality games and then, drop the 30-piece, right? That 30 ball has to feel really good. He's showing growth.
You're my brother, Sean.
That, right?
My brother's being a hole in the chat. Come on, some Transformer. What do you know about that? I was born in the 90s. We're brothers. What do you mean? We probably seen it twice together. What are you talking about, dog?
No, that's such a classic. But yeah, whoever put that together did a fantastic job with the edit on that. I loved it.
Yeah. So by the way, my wife hasn't seen it yet, so I'm trying to still get her to watch it. She's never seen The Last Dragon.
Wait, what?
You are the last dragon. You possess the power of the glow. Every time I say that, she don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
All right, hold on. Let me find it. I'm gonna ask my wife right now.
They're like, hey, whoa, you never seen? Man, my wife is 36?
Okay, she's seen it. She's seen it.
She's never seen it, bro.
Nah, she got to
Never
see. Yeah,
seen
you
it.
got to sit her down, and make sure she sees that. That's a
She
classic.
gotta
Yeah,
see
okay,
it,
my wife
bro.
saw it.
Who was that? Who's that? Quincy Jones? Was it producer?
Yeah, yup.
Quincy Jones. Quincy
Mhm.
Jones, man.
Yeah,
R.P.
yeah.
Quincy. I believe he passed away this year or
Yes, he
last
did
year.
pass away. That dude had a lot of bread too.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he had a
Yeah,
ton
he
of
did.
bread. He might have been doing the Motown artists dirty, but anyway.
Story for another day.
So young disciple, man, nothing's good enough for you, huh? I'm in the process of trying to get the dude some flowers for the last couple of games he's played well. I don't know about eating anything because, first of all, when I called him a bum, he was playing like a bum. So we're not going to do all that. All right. Again, I don't lie. I say what it is. When I called him a bum, he was playing like a bum. Now, if he moves past that, cool. See, you, young disciple, this is interesting because you watch this channel. So you know, just like Transformer knows, I got no problem with coming on the channel and saying, I was wrong about that. Right, Transformer?
Yes,
Do I have
sir.
any problem with coming on here and acknowledging, okay, I got that wrong. Cool. Like, it's not a problem. Like, a man should have no issue acknowledging he was wrong and taking accountability. I don't move like that. But it's
I'll
all
tell
good.
you what, as soon as, and I'll give more emphasis on that. As soon as I sent it to him, he immediately said, there you go. Good job. He was like, I'm gonna go on. He was like, he literally told me before I even said anything. I just posted like, hey man, Bronny had a good game today. That's all I said. Bronny had a good game. And he immediately responded, there you go. Hey, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna show him his flowers on the next show.
Yeah.
I didn't even ask him to. Like, man, I don't care what you know what I'm saying? Like that it meant something to him. It was just a good game, right? And he was just like, gotta give him some love. He put up 16, then he put up 30. You know, maybe the flowers finally blossom.
Yeah, like
growing, right?
It's not
But he
hard
was
to
playing
come
like
on
crap.
here and say,
It's
you know,
not
he played well. So
Yeah.
the thing is, I'm curious to know, like, he's shown a little something, but the question is, will it translate? How will it translate? So I'm just watching, and a couple of things, right? So what is he, 6'2"? He's an actual guard,
6'2".
and it looks like he's got more of a set shot than a jump shot. That's really weird to me, right? At 6'2", most of the time you see guards actually having a jump shot. Because, like, if you remember Steph Marbury, like, that dude really used to get up on his jumper, right? And Bronny, he's got a set shot. And so I say that to say, as a small guard, if you got a set shot, you might not get that off, you know, when you go up to the regular league, right? You gotta shoot jump shots. But
Like, look, he
I'm
takes
not
a calls before he shoots.
Yeah. He got a hitch and he doesn't really get up on it. And then, you know, watching, one of the things they always talked about. Whoa, what happened there?
Oh,
there we go. My bad.
56,
One of the things they always talked about was his explosive athleticism. Now, do you see explosive athleticism? I don't.
Not high flying. I mean, we're not trying to compare him to his dad. His dad,
no, of course not.
The most explosive, but no.
Like, just look at it. The first step looks slow, and this is against G League defenders, right? He doesn't look like he can dunk, of course, but he don't look like he got bungees, right?
There you go. That was a good one right there.
Yeah, it was. And I was going to get to that. He definitely has strength to take contact and finish, you know, so that's cool. But I'm just looking like,
that's
I'm
slow.
like, okay, where's the explosiveness that they talked about? Now, again, this is only his fourth G League game, right? He did fourth G League game or whatever. And so he's doing his thing, right? Again, big game last night. But I would say that, to me, I would say that they probably ran a lot of the stuff through him to really give him the opportunity to see, okay, if we run stuff through him and give him more touches and give him more shots, can he make it work? So that's cool. Now the question is, in a different, regular, normal style NBA offense, is he going to be able to, how is he going to be able to handle that, right? Is he going to be able to get anything going when things are not running through him, right? So, you know, these are just questions. But again, it's early on. My main point here was Bronny really has had a very good last two games. And so right now he's not playing like a bum like he was early on. So I wanted to make sure I come out here and give him some flowers because he did play well last couple of games. So it is interesting. But like I said, this athleticism that they raved about, I want to see that, because just watching from the 30-point game, like, you didn't see it. The only thing that you saw that was close to that when he caught the ollie, right? And that was cool. But again, even when he jumps, like it doesn't look explosive, right? FYF Sports says because he's a 2-foot jumper, we've seen other 2-foot jumpers. I can distinctly think of one. He was 6'8", but Dominique Wilkins was a nasty 2-foot jumper, right? Yes, he was 6'8", but he had legit bungees though, right? So, you know,
he's definitely strong. He's definitely strong for being 6'2".
Right. No, definitely. Because I agree with you. Like we saw him take the bump and finish through contact, which is definitely good. You know, it's always good to be able to do that. But I mean, when I look at other 6'2" dudes, how tall is Baron Davis? 6'2", 6'3", right? Jump out the gym.
6'1",
right?
No, he's about 6'2". I think he's about 6'2".
Right. Jump
6'1".
out the gym. Steph Marbury, jump out the gym. What's my man? Ben Gordon was only 6'3". Pure jump shooter, like a real jump shooter. Like
6'3". Okay,
not
6'3".
about comparing Bronny to Dominique. It's not. You know what? Anyway, so the point is when we look at other guys of that height, there's so many that were way more athletic and explosive than this dude. So I'm wondering, where did the whole ultra athletic thing come? Well, I know where it came from, but like, were scouts not being honest when they were talking about that? It's very interesting. Regardless, you know what? Let me stop talking and give you an opportunity to speak. I'm so sorry, Transformer. Go ahead.
Hey, no, this segment to me was more for you.
Oh, it was for me.
This is for you. Hey, I mean, I'm a big fan of giving the kid time. Just give him time. It was too early to write off anything, to really give a synopsis. It's still early now, right? I think this is a good game for him to get going, right? If you guys play basketball, sometimes you just need to see the ball go in.
Facts.
It's literally that. You can have 3, 4, 5 straight bad games, and everybody's down on you. They're clowning you like, damn, man, you suck, you trash, you booty, you're 0 for 4, you're 0 for 5, you're 0 for 6. But it's just that one time where you just see that ball go through the net, you're like, there it is. All right, it changes that confidence factor. You're getting a couple of drives to the basket, finishing through contact. That boosts that mentality. Like, damn, okay, I can do this. Like, I didn't get drafted early. I wasn't a mistake, right? I just need that time to develop and blossom. And I think the G League, and I like what they're doing over there. The coach development, the player development, is that they allowed him to give him that chance. Like, hey, all right, let's run through you. All right, maybe that'll get you going. Maybe that'll get you started. Maybe you just need a little bit more of your daddy's mentality. Everything got to go through your daddy, right? In the NBA, maybe you just like him. You just like him. Like, we got to put the ball in your hand, and then and run the plays through you. But all in all, man, all respect due. It was a very, very great game for him. Last couple of games, I do want to see a little bit more explosion. Like I said, it's just a little slow. And granted, it's the G League. Everything's a little bit slower.
Right.
Players are sitting back trying to figure something out.
Yeah, no doubt. For somebody who's supposed to be an explosive athletic player, the first step, I'm like,
he's a good hopper. I think explosive, you think hops. People, I see hop. Like, the man got hops. For 6'1", 6'2", the boy can jump. The boy can definitely jump. I think it was a chase down block he had. I think it was in the previous game. I'm like, boy, that boy be getting up there, man. To be what is dad 6'9", he's 6'2". Yeah.
Like I mentioned, you know what I'm saying? Steph Marbury, more explosive jumper than him. Baron Davis, more explosive jumper than him. Ben Gordon was 6'2", maybe 6'3", more explosive jumper. Like, there's a lot of dudes we can go down the list. Muggsy, Spud Webb, considerably shorter than him, both more explosive leapers and faster.
Nate Robinson.
Yeah. Nate Robb, there you go. So it's like, come on, man. We don't have to
over-exaggerate.
Do this. But yeah, like, I just looked it up in AI, right? AI says Bronny James, the son of LeBron James, recorded an impressive 40.5-inch max vertical leap at the 2024 NBA Draft Combine. The standing vertical leap was measured at 32 inches. The measurements are quite remarkable and showcases athleticism, especially a player for his size. So, okay, cool. Maybe he did that. Cool. But I'm just saying I don't really see it. Now, here's the thing, right? People get on me for what I said about Bronny, as if they're completely ignoring, again, what I've said time and time again. One, I want Bronny to succeed. Two, my biggest issue is what? How it all came about.
How it all came about.
We can't. So we can't. I don't like when people misrepresent people. Obviously, especially me. misrepresent my position, misrepresent my statements. Those are the bigger issues I have with it. But again, this is not for that. This is just a function of I did want to come on here and say, yo, Bronny did his thing. He got busy, no question about it. And I mean, I don't know what else I'm supposed to do than that. Am I supposed to?
No, man. He's going to be the greatest, the best ever.
That's what I'm saying.
The next coming, the second coming.
Right.
The new
Should
beginning.
I get my prayer rug and put
a
a poster of Bronny and then turn the rug towards it and kneel down and like what I'm supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? Like this is what frustrates me. Like again, like I'm not doing that.
It's it's an overreaction to say he's a bum, right? It's an overreaction to say he's out of the slump. To me,
but at the time, wasn't an overreaction?
He was playing like a bum. Playing like a bum and calling him a bum, two different things. You're playing bad. You're playing badly.
You know what? You're 100% right. You're 100%
playing like a bum, calling him a bum.
I should have worded that better. You're right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So me, I didn't put nothing into it because at the time, I mean, 0 points.
Wait.
I mean, he's not doing anything, turning over the ball. He has more turnovers than he has points. To me, that's not playing pretty well.
Sid Bubba says, I'm sorry, that's Laker Nation. Sid Bubba says, I don't understand this. No matter who you are, you have to work hard and prove yourself. Bronny did that. How did he do that? He's had 2 good games. How did he do that, Sid Bubba? He's had 2 good games in the G League. Come on, man. Let's not do that. Huh?
Bronny's proving that. Maybe.
No, you can say Bronny is showing improvement.
Yeah.
Bronny has played better the last couple of games.
Improving.
Not,
there you go.
You have to work hard and prove yourself. Bronny did that. What did he prove? What did he prove?
Prove that I can score if you play through me.
Oh, okay, my bad. I guess he proved that he's not what? He's not garbage can juice. All right, cool. He proved that. But like, let's not push it, right? Come on, man. Now that said, you know he's showing he got a little something, but we'll see where it goes. It's all good.
I think this is the start of something better for him. Like I said, man. Even the greats, we just saw LeBron go through a slump. Age 39, go through a 3-point slump. We saw Kevin Durant go for, what was it, 3 for 62?
Yeah, he had a bad
string of games. It was
he had a bad
when we're talking about one of the most efficient scorers in NBA history, right? Had a bad slump. Sometimes you just need to see the ball go in, have a couple of players run through you. Like I said, man, kudos. The person who's not getting the love is the coach and the coaching staff for like literally switching up the game plan and going like, hey, listen, let's see what it's like to play through Bronny.
Yeah,
let's get him comfortable because right now his confidence was being shot. Everybody's talking bad about him. He's not scoring. He's not, doing like he's turning over the ball. He's just not mixing well. Okay, let's put the ball in his hands and let's see what he can do. He might be like his father. Like you couldn't early in LeBron's career. Be damned if you couldn't put the ball in his hands. LeBron is just gonna stand there. He wasn't that type of player, right? But you put the ball in Bron's hands, he can do amazing things with the basketball. And that's what I saw from Bronny. We saw a lot of action going through him. He was the point of the attack, the point of the top of the offense, coming off the screens, moving better. I would say he was moving a whole lot better. Like I said, the step was slow. The driving was just a little slow, but that just could be the way the G League is ran. I don't watch a lot of G League games, but it could just be the speed of what the G League is going through, but the NBA, you're gonna have to pick that up a little bit. But I like how he's at least getting himself going to where it could be more success for him later on down the line. So no,
what's something else I like, and I don't know if there was anything behind it or they just gave up because of the pushback and the vitriol. That he absolutely like a nation. You're right. Is that he played an away game in the G League, which wasn't supposed to happen. So I don't know if they said
balled out.
Yeah. I don't know if they said, man, we can't do this anymore. He's got to play, or what? I'm not sure. Who knows? Let me see if I can find these numbers.
What you looking for?
Bronny's G League stats.
Oh, they're not pretty good, other than the last 2 games.
That's right. Because
November 9th against the St.
One bad game, so I'm like. Okay.
November 9th versus the Salt Lake City Stars, 31 minutes, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 5 turnovers. They almost had the same amount of points that they had turnovers. 2 for 9 from field, 0 for 4 from 3. Second game, November 17th, Stockton Kings, 26 minutes, 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, 1 turnover, 2 for 10 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3. This is when he started getting cooking a little bit more. December 7th, San Diego Clippers. It's funny. 22 minutes, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists.
Yeah, that's
no
the second to
steals,
last
1
game.
block. That's the second to last game.
That was
6
solid.
for 15 from the field. Not crazy, not bad.
But that's not terrible. Isn't
that's
that
not
about
terrible
44%,
either.
right?
Yeah, it was the 0 for 4 from 3 that killed him, but he finally made his first 3-ball in G League history in his G League career. But 25 minutes, 30 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and that chase down block that I was talking about. And he limited the turnovers to 2. 13 for 23 from the field, which is great, 56% shooting. And then he finally got a 3-ball to go with that 3 out of 9, making him 33%. Nothing crazy, but it's just seeing the ball go in that just makes it different. Because now you're like, okay, man, I can shoot. I can shoot, right? Not to say I'm a shooter, but I can shoot, right? And I think the biggest key is that, watching him develop is that playing through him, is it going to be like that? But also, what are you doing on the defensive end? Because I think for him, he's definitely going to have to be a top tier defender at his size.
Wasn't that supposed to be his whole thing?
To the NBA. Yeah, 3-and-D. They labeled him 3-and-D. I never saw him as a 3-and-D player playing in high school, playing in college, but I can see him somewhat being that if he works for it, like Patrick Beverly, who's I like to compare him to the most. That I would like for him to play like just aggressive, ferocious defender and able to shoot the 3. Like Patrick Beverly isn't a 3-point shooter, but he's capable of getting a couple of buckets, knocking down a 3 if he needs to. But his priority is like, okay, I'm ferocious on defense. I'm a dog on defense. And I take that personal when it's in the game.
Right.
I would like Bronny to be more of that, to set himself up to progress the shooting.
I was thinking like maybe a Marcus Smart if he really achieved
like that too.
Yeah, that type of player. I'm with you.
Yeah, I like that. Just put defense first, man. Because defense is what's going to keep you on the floor. Look at Gabe Vincent, man, getting paid to play subpar defense and go 0 for 11 in like 4 games straight. Right? But that could be a you. Not saying you're gonna go 0 for 11, but just being that defensive cog in a rotation piece, and knock down a couple of shots as you're playing. South Bay Lakers do not play through Bronny. He plays off ball. That game they played through him. We were talking about the last game he played through him. A lot of that action was moved through Bronny.
Hold on 1 second. Okay, close vote. I'm sorry, I got distracted by the Heisman. Travis Hunter, 2,231 total points. Ashton Genty, 2,017 points.
Hey, that's close.
Victory since 2009 when Mark Ingram edged Tony Gerhardt. Yeah, I know what that was about. Anyway, so I agree with go ahead.
I just said damn.
Yeah.
That's close, man.
It is, yes.
But I mean, the nation, it was literally split between them two. I mean, we knew it was going between them two, but the other 2 guys, Cam Ward and the boy from Oregon, the kid from Oregon,
Dylan Gabriel,
Dylan Gabriel, yeah. Them folks are just up there just to show support.
I like him a lot. Dylan Gabriel is really good, man. I've been watching him since I freaking covered UCF when I was interning at the Times Union. Covered UCF when Stanford came out here. Tiger Woods was on the sideline because he's Stanford. Yeah. Anyway, back to Bronny. This is gonna be very interesting. But I saw, and I put it up on the screen. I'll put it up again. This was interesting. I don't know what the hell it has to do with anything. Bronny sold 500,000 jerseys at $100 a pop. See, this is what I talk about when I talk about moving the goalpost. Like, what does that have to do with anything? Business, right? This has nothing to do with what we're talking about. We're talking about this dude as a player. Think about what I spoke to: his first step, his explosiveness, his set shot, that kind of thing. And this is what we get. He sold 500,000 jerseys at $100 a pop. So
merchandise. Kobe would turn in his grave.
You already know, man.
We're talking merchandise. Right. Merchandise. Let's talk about the game.
right.
Merchandise.
Oh my gosh.
I don't care if I sold 100 jerseys.
Facts. But yeah, so that's where we are, man. So, but let me end it with this. Let me make sure I end this segment on a positive note in all seriousness, man. Shout out to Bronny James for dropping that 30 ball.
Man, you ain't gotta do that, bro.
No.
Stand 10 toes down, Bruce.
I know I don't gotta do that, but
I'm messing with you.
Oh, okay. Nah, because I was about to say, same way I criticize the dude, I gotta get the dude his, I gotta get his dude his props for having a great game. So
that's fair.
No, that does mean a lot in the NBA. It is a business, but that doesn't make you a better player. So we're not talking anything about that.
We're not talking about marketing.
We're not talking anything about that. We understand the business aspect of it. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. If you notice, we didn't mention anything about business. We're talking about this dude as a player right now. So
real estate agents, personal training company, podcasting. We know about business.
Already know.
We get it. The good numbers. Bravo. That don't got nothing to do with this topic, though, bro.
Right. We talking about
this topic.
Yeah. But you know what it is, man. I haven't put the Bronny poster on my wall and bowed down and worshipped it yet. I mean, I guess I have to do that and make a video of it, and that might satisfy you.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Now you have to have the LeBron James candle burning, right?
I know,
you have
right?
to put on King James, turn the Bible over to King James version, right?
Right. Only the King James version.
And you have to hum nun chunga. Come on, man. You gotta do that, man. You gotta do that. Man. King James candle burning. You gotta have your LeBron James Hennessy in the glass.
Nah, well, that ain't happening.
I ain't say you had to drink it. You just gotta have it in a glass.
Okay. I got you. I got you.
Oh man. That's funny,
really?
Bro.
Really?
Some black and yellow. I'm cool with it. Oh, that bet is still standing there, Edward.
No doubt. We're gonna find out next week, my brother. We're gonna find out next week. But first, we need to go ahead and do this tune-up, work out the Giants, pause, and utilize them as a tune-up for y'all, and then we will see what happens next week. But we're not talking about that right now. All right. You want to open up the phone lines real quick, man? We'd take quick one, maybe two calls, and then we'll do the NFL MVP race, and then let you get up out of here, man. I know you got some
man, what they over here trying to give me margaritas and chips and queso, and they lighting it up over there, man. It's a whole freaking Mexican party over here.
Uh-oh.
See if my sister come in the corner like, you making fun of me?
All right, here we go. Nino, what's good, my brother? How are you, man?
What's going on, man?
Maintaining, brother. Always good to hear from you.
Shout out to y'all, man. Hey, shout out to Bronny.
No doubt. That's what we're here to do.
That's what the post is about.
Facts.
But I want to go because I thought just the Bronny situation was because he Bron's son. I'm like, man, why are they why are we expecting this player to be ready already? Like, so he getting criticized every game. I'm like, okay, maybe it's because he got the contract or whatever. But then I heard what Todd Barkley said, which is not about Bronny, but I think it's along the same lines. Like, he was talking about the Rockets and how they not ready, how they young. And I'm like, damn, why when don't teams get like time to develop instead of now if it was the Celtics, how Jason Tatum they had time to grow. Instead of as soon as they lost in the championship to run them, they need to break these teams up, which they were trying to do, if y'all remember that. Where do y'all think my question is, where do y'all think the quickness of not letting things develop come from? Not just running. I'm talking about I see it like we want everything to happen right then. What y'all think?
So I think a big part of that, and then I'll let Transformer go. I think a big part of it's societal on the whole, right? Everything is microwave in society. For instance, right? I got people I've been friends with for years that, they know I do this pod. They know we put the work into it, but they like my big brother told me, he's like, man, I called it the other day. I was like, son, you been watching the shows? He's like, Brucey, those shows are like 3 hours long, man. I'm like, okay, so like, yo, put Bluetooth in your ear, listen to it while you're mowing the lawn or doing whatever you're doing. If it's still too long, listen to it on 2x speed. It's all good. If it's still too long, I cut the shows up topic by topic. We good.
They're still tuned in. Give me 10 minutes, bro. Listen for 10 minutes.
Real talk. I mean, think about it, right? That's why TikTok and Instagram Reels and all that, are so big, right? Because overall, our attention span and our patience level as a society has greatly decreased. And I think that extends to all parts of society. In terms of keeping these teams together, I think also like there's so much money involved, and so many of these owners are like, man, if I'm doing this and paying these players, I gotta get this money now. They want it right away, but they don't understand that if you let it grow organically, you will probably get more money over the long run. But that's just me.
I'm ditto. Everything's microwave, bro.
Facts.
The society is microwave. This era is microwave. Everything needs to be good right now. Like I said, and this is why I reference the 55th pick a lot, because like we don't expect nothing in the first 2 years for 55th picks in the past, right? We don't care what the not gonna say we don't care about the athlete, but we don't remember who their name was. Like you didn't tell me the last 5 55th the 55th picks in the draft. I can only name one, and that's Bronny, and we only know him because of the last name that he carries around or his real name that he carries around.
Right.
So,
correct.
You know what I mean? So everybody wants something done right now in their face. It's same with what they're doing with the NFL, the quarterbacks. They expect these rookie quarterbacks to come in, get drafted in the first round, even though they're fourth round prospects. Anthony Richardson, I'm making that case here. To me, Anthony Richardson should have never been a first round pick. You can get him in the fourth or fifth round. That's the type of talent that he was. Close to Dakota Prescott. But they put him in the first round. So in the first round, you know, your fans are like, okay, well, we want to see him play now. We need to get him on the field now. We want to see him succeed now. Like, there's a developmental process that goes along with it. You know, was he a first round talent? No, right? Could have got him in the third or fourth round, nurtured him. You know, take your time, wait about year 2, let him watch, develop in film, develop him skills, off-season practice, full off-season work, and then place him to the game. But everything's so microwave that everybody wants something now. Like, he needs to change this organization now. We need to see what he can do now. We don't pay him for another 3 to 4 years. What do you need to see him now for? Right? So, yeah, man, I agree with Bruce on that, man.
But ain't this gonna be hard to find like the Draymonds and the Dennis Rodmans and the Tom Brady's when we doing it like this? Like,
yes, the answer is yes. But they don't care, brother. They don't care. Again, it's microwave society. They want everything quick. So,
all right, and I'm gonna let y'all go. I want to say this.
Yes, sir.
I can't hold it in no more. Like,
what you got, man?
I had to get man down. He's probably too. Listen. They shooting too many damn threes. They shooting too many.
Wait, what happened? Say it again.
Shooting too many threes.
They shooting too many threes.
Duh.
They shooting way too many. It's getting out of hand. Maybe y'all seen it.
Yeah.
Y'all seen what
we've been said it.
Right.
But it's like since y'all said it, they've been breaking records ever since. Like at first it was like, okay, they shoot more, but it's too many. But okay. But now, it's like, damn.
It's not basketball anymore. It's just math.
Oh, my God.
So the math is if you keep – so, okay, I just looked it up, right? Y'all know I'm a diehard Celtics fan. But this is pissing me off. The Boston Celtics are averaging 51 three-point attempts per game this season. Nino, you know basketball. That's not basketball, bro.
That's over half the attempts in a game.
Because that's attempts per game. So
that's over
mentality
half.
The mentality is, there you go. The mentality is if you shoot that many, right? And if you make
better than 2.
If you make 15, I'll just say roughly, that's 45 points easy. And if you shoot that many, you're probably never really out of a game, right? Because even if you're down by 20, 30, you can keep shooting the threes and get back into it quick.
75 threes, Laker Nation.
Insane.
But it might be okay if the
crazy
Celtics were the only team doing it, though. It feels like this just stay style, and you got to beat them like this. But everybody doing it, and Mitchell doing a lot of missions. I'm like, damn.
Let me see if I can find this. What is the NBA average three? Hang on, don't go nowhere. 3-point attempts per game this season. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, man, it's not basketball, and it's hard to watch. It really is.
I think they broke a record the other day, like 73 or something. Like,
35. I just put it on the screen. 75.
I found it too. Yup. there's no reason to be shooting that many threes. I'm sorry, there's just not. If you run better offense, if you run real legitimate offense, first of all, it's going to make it more difficult to guard you instead of just doing high screen and roll, drive and kick, looking for three, like most of these teams do. So if you run, because remember back in the day, Transformer, you can attest to this. Your guys were driving the what the hell? You guys were running the triangle. You had different teams running different things. Was it Larry Brown running that motion and all that? Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
So you had a lot of different things happening. But yeah, Nino, it's crazy, man. You got anything else before we get out here? We're gonna move to that next topic.
I just had to let y'all know, man. I'm about getting on board with it. Right?
No doubt, man. I appreciate the call as always, man.
Oh yeah.
No doubt.
Big
All right,
Nino.
Yeah. No, man, that's real. But okay, so we
You don't have to go back to old school.
No, that's not what we're talking about.
Just like there could be a healthy mix, right, fellas? We just got to accept the fact that of the matter is not going back to old school basketball no more. I'm not saying that we need to go back there, but 53s a game, but that's excessive.
Terrible.
Eventually, stop shooting shits.
Right. All right.